The first Cirebon International Conference. The virtual reality media to improve the primary school student memorizing. The virtual reality media to improve the primary school student memorizing.
This paper presented by Sutipio Ruia, Rubini, Diamintarsih, Karishud Mujahada.
Introduction. The indicator of the children's thinking at the concrete operational stage in the greater concentration, where the children of the Sunan are able to pay attention to more than one dimension at once and can also relate one dimension to another. The weakness and the state of this thinking is that the child can also perform operation on concrete things. Presenting a learning material to become a reality in learning media is helpful force in learning process. Sagar and Kavan said that media can be used to present reality in the virtual world are augmented reality and virtual reality. Al-Alwan et al. This is a challenge for teacher who teach in elementary school, whether they are able to make this media or not. VR is what can be used as an alternative as a learning medium for this material, so that students can get real experiences even in the virtual world. Real experience to in teaching fikih material such as haji and umrah pilgrimage material is needed to improve students' memory. Literature review. 1. Virtual reality VR media. Borowska et al. Said the virtual reality is an engineering environment generated from computer so that users are immersed in reality so that they are able to perceive. Matt Hess and Phillips are Rosenable, citing several previous studies, cite virtual reality VR as immersive digital media, which is a display of computer system by producing 3 dimension. Conclusion. Virtual reality VR is very helpful in simulating something that is difficult to present directly in the real world, so that an experience that makes user feel the sensation of the real world in cyberspace. 2. How to improve memory in children. The result of obtaining information recorded by a person through their sense, visual, auditory, or haptic. Information that will be remembered by someone is information that has meaning or meaning in people's life. Robert Slavin recommends 5 strategies to improve memory in learning, namely A. Taking note. Taking note is an unconventional method that is effective for repeating information obtained. A short note made by a person will serve as guidance to tracking the information previously obtained. B. Underline. C. Summarize. D. Rewrite. E. Make the mapping. How to improve memory in children. Bobby DePotter and Mick Hernaki provide tips so that information is always remembered to be characterized. A. Sensory associations, especially visual, which are experiences that involve sight, sound, touch, taste, or movement. Involving receiving information from more than one sense will improve memory. B. Emotional context, such as love, happiness, and sadness. C. Quality that stand out or difference. Striking differences will improve memory. D. Intent associations, which is something that is highlighted and imaginative with color. Method. Classroom action qualitative research design, which describe in a reflexive way that focus on the action, talk, and feeling of the participant by means of collaboration between the researcher himself and the teacher. aim to evaluate its learning implementation in one cycle. The research consists of three stages, namely 1. Pre-cycle, 2. The first cycle, and 3. Second cycle. Each cycle includes 2 meetings. The first meeting to deliver material and the second meeting to practice question and action. Before the treatment in the first cycle, the researcher collaborated with the teacher to create media by integrating visualization and audio so that the user seemed to be in a real situation. The media produced is then verified by a learning media expert. The research subjects were 21 fifth grade students at the private Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Sleman, Yogyakarta. 1. Implementation of virtual reality in Fikih learning. Virtual reality media (VR) that has been prepared by researchers and received recommendation from media experts is then applied for the jurisprudence learning on pilgrimage material. Haji is an act of worship for Muslims that can only be done in Mecca. 2. Virtual reality improve memory. The virtual reality media is this study has been shown to improve cognitive abilities or memory for students of Madrasah Ibtidaiyah. This research supports the effect of VR and cognitive evaluation results that are mediated by interaction experiences and the learning experiences as researched by Aileen Lee. 2. Virtual reality improved memory. This finding indicates that VR with less impressive technology can improve one's memory cognition because with VR, person can find sensations in learning. 2. Virtual reality improve memory. Motivation and seriousness in learning are also factors that boost the function of VR. Are the result of the same evaluation on the first cycle, VR not shown maximum function because students have not been serious in learning. This is reinforced by the result of the research by Tahirah Partovi and Majid Reza Rafazi, which state that game-based learning can increase achievement motivation. Meanwhile, learning using VR media is similar to three-dimensional game-based learning. Conclusion. This classroom action research provides that virtual reality media is very helpful in learning process to improve student memory recognition. VR media helps students to get virtually real experience in certain situations, such as the implementation of the pilgrimage. This experience is a support to strengthen a person's memory, because the experience has an important meaning for that person.